You're good.
We're ready? Okay. At 12:05 p.m., welcome to the, meeting 25 of the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee. It's February 7th, and we are in room 118 at the Baltimore County Historic Courthouse. We begin all of our meetings with a roll call, starting with me, Joan Harris.
Sharon Connect.
Tamisha Peterson.
Christopher Suing.
Dawn Sean Fewer.
And our first order of business will be to approve the minutes from the January 27 meeting. May I please have a motion to approve them?
Yes, be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee hereby adopts the January 27, 2025 meeting minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, they are approved. We will have new business from Henry. I think just a couple of updates.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Just some very brief updates on some legislation and on trial boards. There's actually a trial board that is ongoing right now that involves unnecessary use of force, rude and discourteous conduct, and conduct unbecoming of a Baltimore County police officer. That is occurring today as we speak. There is a trial board set for next Friday that is an administrative case that did not involve the ACC. The next one that did involve the ACC is on March 3rd to 4th. That involves many charges, namely altering a court document relating to a criminal case and other things that stem from the alterance of that document and representations made by the officer. On March 14th, there is a trial board involving violating National Crime Information Center rules and regulations when accessing the Maryland Criminal Justice Dashboard in violation of the Baltimore County Police Department policies and for being convicted of a misdemeanor. On March 20th, there is a trial board for failure to take appropriate police action. And the last one that's currently scheduled, March 25th, excessive use of force, rude and discourteous conduct, and failure to notify supervisor of use of force. So those are the, 5 pending plus the one that's going on right now. And again, I'll keep everybody updated as the outcomes of those. There has not been a trial board since the last meeting on January 27th, and just some very brief legislative notes here. Let me pull up my bill tracker. Bills, sorry. Several bills have been proposed in the Maryland General Assembly. Public safety, police accountability. There's one that will basically, after 3 years, police records involving unfounded and exonerated charges would be removed from the officer's record 3 years after the conclusion of the case, whether at the ACC or trial board level. There is a House and Senate bill that would allow a officer to file a show cause or request for a show cause order if they believe that their rights have been violated during the process of an investigation. There's legislation that would allow police officers to file complaints and have those complaints against another officer, and those would go to the PAB or the ACC, excuse me, under this proposed law. There's legislation that would apply the year and a day deadline to administrative complaints. Our department already uses that standard to say that internal complaints should be resolved within a year and a day, and would also told that year and a day deadline in cases where the officer is under criminal investigation or in a criminal trial until that investigation / trial has completed. There is legislation that would allow for lawyers who live in the jurisdiction that the trial board is in to serve as trial board chairs in lieu of administrative law judges. That's partially because few jurisdictions have what Baltimore County has, which is actual ALJs that work for the county. So they are forced to use the Office of Administrative Hearings ALJs, which is a tougher logistical process. And that is it as far as, there is also a bill that would require the Internal Affairs Division to submit files to the ACC within 9 months of their receipt, which instead of the current practice, which again gives basically until the year, theoretically they can be sent 1 year after receipt, although our department has not engaged in that and has attempted to give some cushion as far as at least 1 or 2 meetings. I think at least 2 is what they try to do before the statute of limitations expires. That legislation, however, will put that into the law. So I'll let everybody know where things stand on that next month, but
All right,
See.
I mean, it shows just a lot of growing pains as we work our way through this pretty new process still.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see where they go.
Thank you, Henry. Then really, the next order of business is going to be going into closed session so that we can review our files. We expect to have a busy afternoon. Just as a reminder for those that may want to just cut to the chase instead of coming back when we're done, when we go back into open. Next meeting, March 7, 12 p.m., same place, and also available by WebEx. So may I please have a motion to go into closed session?
Yes, be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charging Committee hereby meets in closed session to review investigatory files and apply to section 3-3-2806 of the Baltimore County Code and Co-Mark 12.04.09.05 D1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we will go into closed session. Thank you at 12:11.
Recording. Go ahead.
All right, and here we are at 2:58 p.m. and we are back into open session. The only thing we wanted to do was to talk about our scheduling. We generally have been meeting the first Friday of every month at noon. And I guess I need a motion to adopt that schedule, and then we'll make the exception for the July 4th weekend. So may I have a motion to make our meetings for the rest of the year the first Friday of the month?
Yes, I move that any future ACC meetings will be on the first Friday of the month for the rest of 2025 at
Second.
noon in room 18 of my WebEx.
Okay, second, all in favor?
Aye.
And that is our adopted schedule. We are going to have to make a change for the July meeting because the first Friday in July is Independence Day. So we will then meet on the following Friday, which would be July 11th at noon. Do we need to make a motion for that one?
You can just do it.
All right,
Chris, you want to make a motion to do it then?
Yes, so for the July meeting, I move that our meeting shall be held on July 11th, 2025 at 12 p.m. By WebEx and room 18 of the historic courthouse.
second, all in favor? Aye. All right,
Great.
that is our schedule that we are adopting. Anything else before we adjourn?
One slight note, I will not be available for that meeting, so.
This is the 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. May I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Yes, be it so moved that the Baltimore County Administrative Charge Committee hereby adjourns until March 7th, 2025, at which time it shall meet in room 18 of the historic courthouse and by WebEx.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
And we are so adjourned. Thank you.